Okay, hey everyone, I'm back. This is a video that I think gets requested from time to time, and I have sworn up and down I was going to do this video for I think well over a year. It requires a little organization, which of course I didn't do. So this could be fun. This video, as will be evident by the title up there, is how to pack. And I'm not teaching you specifically here's how to fold something or anything like that, but for me, if you watch my channel, you know that we travel pretty much every time there's a vacation. We're off somewhere, and even if it's just for a weekend, we do a lot of traveling. Sometimes it's international, and sometimes it's across the nation, and sometimes it's just a weekend trip, but I pack a lot, and I picked up a few things along the way. And I'm going to show you some of the stuff I've learned. Some of it may seem a little silly or time-consuming. It works for me. I'm the kind of person that lays in bed the night before a trip, running through my head, thinking, I know I'm forgetting something, I know I'm forgetting something. And usually the whole way on the plane, I'm thinking in my head, I'm sure I forgot something, I'm sure I forgot something. Now, I'm not traveling to Borneo, so I don't know what stresses me out. It's wherever I go, I can always buy something that is vital if I forgot it. Even prescriptions you can pick up pretty much anywhere. But I'm just one of those people that just obsesses that I'm gonna have forgotten something essential to the trip and it's just gonna ruin everything. So the one thing I have figured out how to do to get away from that is the two most important things I say the two most important things you should have to pack, and that is a pen and a pad of paper. Here's my little packing list. And ideally, if you get good at this and your computer doesn't crash and all your data doesn't disappear, then you will have this typed out on your computer in your Microsoft Word or whatever Word program you use. And then every time you travel, you can print out the master list. There's always going to be a few things you change depending on what time of year or the season where you're going, but the stuff you use every day. So here's what I suggest you do. You only have to do this really once in your life, and then you really don't have to go through this whole routine every time. But what I do is a few days before I go on my trip, from the minute I wake up, I start writing down everything I use to get ready, to get dressed, etc. throughout the day. So in my case, I start with everything I put on my face in the morning, my toothbrush, my toothpaste. I have travel stuff for that, but I write it all down. I go through now for the makeup, what I do is not only am I writing it down, but the day before, as I'm putting on my makeup, let's just say, okay, the first thing I do is I use my foundation. So when I use it, let's just say I bring this foundation. This is my new Dermaquest, which I'm very much enjoying. I leave it out on the counter, which you can't see. And then the next thing I use is this. Oh, and to put that on, I use this. So I just have everything laid out. And then the next thing in my everyday routine is this. And then the next thing is this. And I just lay it all out in the order that I use it. I write it all down. And then when I'm getting ready the next morning, I use everything that's laying out here, and instead of putting it away, I put it into my makeup bag. And we'll talk about that in a second. I know that a lot of people like to have fun, but when I travel, I try to keep things pretty simple. So to me, traveling is not the time to be experimenting with funky foundation. You want your tried and trues, because traveling always has something you didn't plan for. So the more bases you can cover by keeping things organized and taking care of the known quantities, the less surprises you get. So I'm not gonna go with some new foundation I've never tried before, or a funky concealer, or even down to blushes. So I'll use the same foundation, the same concealer. I think most people's face routines are pretty much the same. I will also probably bring a tinted moisturizer. Actually, I have a couple. I'm not sure that I would be bringing this one. This is the Laura Mercier Illuminating, which I do like, but since we're going to Florida and it's humid, I don't know how much dewier I need to look, so I might not use that one. But anyway, I do every contingency, I write it down. I pretty much have a pen and paper with me for a few days before we go on a trip. And Anyway, so I keep to my basic face routine. I don't get funky. I don't try anything weird. I lay out every product I use, every tool that I use to put the product on. I have it out on my counter here, and it just makes life a lot easier. I'll pick 1 or 2 blushes. Okay, so you stick to your basic face routine. Traveling is not the time to get funky. 1 or 2 blushes. Generally, I pick my 2 most neutral, a neutral pinkish and a neutral warmer one. In my case, I will probably bring, so like I said, I showed you the foundations. I'll bring my contour blush. I'll bring, I'll probably bring Terracotta. This is gonna be a video that goes everywhere. Terracotta. And I'll probably bring Peach or Angel. Probably Angel. Angel's a lot more neutral. So one's a pinky one, one's a brownie one. I'll bring my golden bronzer. Love this stuff. You can see just your basic stuff. I'll bring this bronzer, my NYC Sunny. And then, you know, bring my Soft Ochre paint pot. All the stuff that I wear on my face, that really doesn't change so much. The other reason why I keep it pretty simple and don't go crazy bringing a lot of stuff is I'm a little nuts. I don't pack my makeup. It goes in a carry-on because you can replace clothes and you can replace a lot of things. The last thing you kind of want to do when you get in a hotel room and it's late or wherever it is that you're traveling to and they announce that they've lost your luggage, you don't want to be scrambling for makeup, and you know. So although in my case most of my makeup is drugstore makeup, so it would be easy to replace, but I do not pack my makeup. I am convinced they're gonna lose it, they're gonna crush it, so I will get into that in a minute. Then as far as eye stuff goes, like I said, I don't really believe in going crazy and experimenting wildly with makeup, so I will bring the basic stuff. I'll bring my ochre, my Soft Ochre paint pot, I'll bring my brow powder, and then I really try to just get like some palettes, a few things that are easy that go with everything. So I can tell you right now that I'll probably bring some Wet n Wild palettes. I'll bring Walking on Eggshells for sure. I'll probably bring Sweet as Candy also to play with. No, you know what, that gets redundant. I'll bring this. I might bring the CoverGirl Shimmering Sands, they're little. And I'll probably bring a couple of my Sleek palettes. And then I always like to have one good matte highlight, so I'll bring my Wet n Wild Brule, and that's it. And then a brown eyeliner and a black eyeliner. That's it. There have been many vacations where all I've taken is the Naked palette, and always this. This is a great travel palette because it has the brown and black eyeliner already in there, so that's taken care of. It has your kind of softer daytime, has your darker nighttime. It is, for all the bitching and moaning I do, it is a pretty versatile palette for travel. Another one that I really like a lot for travel is the, that I've also only taken, you know, for a quick weekend, is very well loved, is the Sleek Storm palette. Like I said, I like this row for day. If I want to get a little crazier, a little more dark, smoky, what have you, there's these. And then another one that I could go away with on a weekend would be this one, the Stila NaturalEyes palette. I'm not gonna bring all of them. I will admit that I might pack a little extra this time because I'm gonna be seeing my 14-year-old and 7-year-old nieces, or is she 8 now? Anyway, so yeah, she's 8. Wow. So we can play makeup, but normally it's not gonna be both, it's gonna be one or the other. So I'm sure, anyway, so I will write all that down because I'm crazy, and then I will lay it all out the day before, and I will make sure that I have every tool available, and I don't pack every single brush, but something that I do put in my suitcase, hold on, I'll put this with my toiletries, is my little spray bottle with the alcohol, because that'll take care of my brushes. And then I'll just bring, I don't bring a gajillion lipsticks. I'll bring a more brown tone, like this, what I have on is the Essence, what is this, Creamy Nude. I'll grab a pinker one. I'll probably bring like Airy Fairy, which is like that color, or L'Oreal Fairest Nude. And then I'll bring maybe one other shade, probably bring 3 lipsticks and 3 lip glosses. And that I just pretty much throw in my purse. Now I know you're saying, how do you pack all this stuff and bring it in your carry-on? Well, you get the the quart size bag, and all that I put in there, I don't have that many liquid things. I don't even know technically how much is really liquid, but I'll put my roller ball, my foundation, and this. Everything else is pretty much powder, so I don't have to worry about fitting it into the little baggie. I want to show you, the other stuff that I use all day long that have nothing to do with makeup. Your phone, the charger for the phone. If you're gonna be in a car, your car adapter, write this down. My iPad, the iPad cover, the iPad charger, the camera charger. If there's a camera case, start writing, because we usually take the first flight out, like a 6 a.m. flight. The last thing I want to do is be racking my brain at that hour before the coffee has digested to try to remember what I have. Maybe I just have travel anxiety, I don't know. But the list thing really, really helps. Now I want to show you a travel bag that I love. Okay. So this bag is by Brookstone, and I love it because it is a rolling bag. So if you look on the back, it has the handle that comes out, and it has the wheels, and it's very swivelly and wonderful. So I love that. And I apologize if the lighting is going all wonky, but I like this little thing here. I usually stick a bottle of water once I get through security. I put that there. I just love pockets, and I love gadgets, and this thing has everything. This is, what do I stick here? I don't really know that I have a specific thing that I put in here, but there is a little, it's all plastic lined, so if you have anything wet, this is a good place to shove it. This front pocket is great. This is usually where I put, what do I put? Granola bars. No. This is usually where I put like a little thing to hold my driver's license and everything, wallet, phone, just so I can get to it quickly. Of course, that usually stays zipped. I love this little jobby. Really, I could put it all in here, cell phone and all that. I usually just throw my chargers and stuff in here so that when I get when I get to where I'm going and we get in the rental car or whatever, I can grab my charger, plug my phone in, plug my stuff, and start charging. So I like that. Let me just zip that. Then, what's really cool about this is it really holds quite a lot of stuff. So this opens up, and you can put toiletries in here. Not toiletries like, because it's going on carry-on, but like I can put my makeup in here. I can put stuff in here. There's your little compartment. My iPad fits. You know what? This snaps down. My iPad fits here. Excuse me. My book, Kindle. Actually my makeup case usually goes on the bottom here, and I put stuff on top. Stick more stuff here. It's just very useful and easy to drag around. I think this was over $100 originally. Brookstone is always, and I'll just show you, it just telescopes up, and hi Rook, and there it is with my flip-flops. And it's just really easy, and my purse can go over this little loop, and just very easy to maneuver around the airport with it. I love it. And it does fit under a normal seat. Unless you're on a teeny tiny little airplane, which is, I hate that. So, the other thing that I do to get ready for my trip is, and I can show you this kind of, if you don't mind looking at a messy closet. I will say that we're in the middle of we are in the beginning stages of starting a bathroom remodel, and I started tearing out the carpeting by myself in the closet, so when you see the floor, you'll be a little, you might wonder, what on earth is she doing in there? We're retiling the bathroom floor in a couple of weeks, so. Okay, so come on with me, and I will show you how I lay out my. So here's the lovely floor. Isn't that nice? That's like carpet glue, and there's the dog's cage. But, and I will do an updated closet tour bathroom thing when it's done. So what I start doing is laying out the outfits. So when I travel on a plane, in the good old days, I used to get dressed up when I travel. Now, not so much. I still like to look put together. So, but you know, we fly from San Antonio to Tampa to Fort Lauderdale, rent a car in Fort Lauderdale, drive across the state to Marco Island. It's an hour and a half drive, so it's a lot of sitting around, and so I want to be comfortable. So I am wearing this on the plane. This is just a gray tank top, Massimo tank top. I'm gonna hang this here. So what I start doing is I start hanging pulling my outfit. So I'm wearing this little juicy zip up thing. Just an FYI, girls, when you're going through security and you're wearing a little hoodie zipper jacket, make sure you have a cute tank top on and a bra, because they will make you take that hoodie thingy off to go through the security, and you don't want your girls in everyone's face. Okay, so that's one outfit. Now, I have here, I'm going to recycle, so I'm going to wear this top at some point, I'm hoping, while I'm there, and I'm going to wear that tank top under it. Then I just started pulling random stuff, so I pulled this top because I think it's cute, and my favorite, my other top. I kind of try to stay in a similar color family. And then just some more outfits are here. And again, I have made sure that anything I'm wearing with the shirt is like stacked next to each other. And I'll fold all this. I'm not going to keep them on the hangers. Then I started pulling, yes, because I'm crazy. I started pulling the shoes that I'm going to wear. Those are my Spanx. Yes, I wear Spanx. Who doesn't wear Spanx? All the leggings and jeggings and jean capris and all that stuff that I'm going to be wearing. The bras. I mean, I have it all laid out. What I don't have laid out is my, well, I can't show you that because my son's face is over there, but hang on. What I don't have laid out is, my jewelry is kind of a disaster right now. So that is that. Okay, if you're still here and you don't think that I'm OCD, the next thing that I do is I go through each outfit, make sure I have all the undergarments and everything that goes with it, and then I make sure that I have the jewelry that I want to wear with it as well. I haven't gotten that far yet. And by then, I am ready. I feel like I've been packing for days, and I'm ready to just throw it in a suitcase and go. I am a big fan of the folding and rolling technique. There's no really, you know what, there's YouTube videos out there that are wonderful at showing you, and clearly I'm not all that talented in camera angles and stuff, so just go into the YouTube search button, which should be up there somewhere, and Google how to pack a suitcase, how to roll clothes for packing, and you can see a how-to video on that. I'm sure you can find that. And, oh, I forgot to show you my makeup case. Hang on. Okay. So this is when all those giveaways that you get from buy gift with purchase stuff, this is when this stuff comes in handy. Although this is a gift. This is from a set that I got from a friend for Hanukkah a few years ago. It's from Ulta, and it's sort of a flat case. It does expand a little once you start shoving stuff in there. But this will go all my eyeshadow palettes, anything that's not liquid, makeup related. So blushes, eyeshadows, eyeliners, all that stuff. Then for brushes, I have a couple of options. I got this at Bare Minerals, the Bare Minerals Club. I got this at the outlet store, and it's just a basic brush roll. It's not even that great. I'm sure you could probably get something at Ulta. I also have, and this goes in my carry-on. I do not check this. I also have a handful of other things I use to hold my brushes. This I picked up in London, I don't know, 4 years ago. This is, you can see that, it's from Harrods, and it's a pencil case. You can go to an office supply store and just buy a flexible pencil case. I stick, usually my eye brushes go in here, and I put my bigger brushes in this thing. And, you know, this is another one. I think I got this in college. I mean, I've had this forever. This holds brushes. This actually came with the Ulta bag. This holds brush. This was a gift from Estee Lauder. This can hold some random stuff as well. Not that I'm bringing, I'm not bringing 6 bags, but there's no, I used to use just a plastic baggie, a Ziploc baggie. That'll work too. Anything really just to keep them from transferring stuff onto your clothes or getting your clothes mixed. Okay. But I don't pack my brushes. That I would be heartbroken if I lost all my brushes. I've been collecting those forever. I don't pack my makeup. I just don't. Trying to think what else there is to tell you guys about packing. So that's what I do. I make that list, and then I just always kind of make sure I have a pad of paper so that when something goes through my head, like, oh, did you call to cancel the newspaper, or did you make arrangements for the mail? I write all that down and remember to do that stuff. So anyway, those are my tips for getting ready to travel, how to pack. I will tell you this, I bring the carry-on and my purse, And then I usually only have one suit. Like I only have one suitcase for me, one suitcase that the boys share. One suitcase. I make my husband take a suitcase. There have been years when he's convinced that all he needs to wear is whatever he can shove into his golf bag, but I think we've cured him of that fantasy that he needs to bring more than 2 pairs of two outfits. That's just gross. And we travel pretty light, so we keep it pretty streamlined because you gotta have room for the stuff you buy when you get there. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, if you have any more questions, if there's something that I didn't touch on that you would like to know, or if you just want to tell me that you think I need professional help and an intervention, feel free. I hope that helped you a little bit in how to get ready for packing over the holiday season that's starting. And if I don't see you, I keep saying this, but if I don't see you all before Thanksgiving, then to my to my American friends, happy Thanksgiving. And to the rest of you, have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.